Okay, let's just do our gentle yoga practice today once more. So get your feet hip width apart, lift your toes and spread them out, no gripping. Ankles, knees, hips, shoulders lined up, core activated with those ribs towards your spine and up, and shoulders back and down. Take a moment, just focusing on it being centered and grounded. Breathing in awareness, exhaling stress. And stretching your spine apart. And then inhale, arms to shoulder level, stretch your fingertips out. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale out to the front and exhale behind you. Press the hands down and lift your heart, stretch your head back, and then exhale, pivoting over. Take a moment breathing, spreading your toes out, lifting your sitting bones, stretch your legs a little bit, and don't forget to breathe. And then chin slightly in, bend your knees a little bit, and start at the bottom of your spine, wind your way up, and lift your heart. Stretch your head slightly back, but don't lift your chin too high. And then inhale upright. Take a moment feeling that circulation increase. The wind is picking up. And then inhale, arms up, shoulder level, hands to your heart, stretch to the front, and clasp your hands the opposite way behind you, so shift the fingers and roll over. Lift your heart again, stretch your head back, feel that back bend, and then pivot at your hips, deepen as far as you like. Release your neck, moving your chin around a little bit, and then chin slightly in, knees slightly bent. Once more, wind your way up and lift your heart. Drop your shoulders, stretch into the back bend, spreading your toes, sinking into your feet evenly. Inhale upright, release your arms, and just take a moment breathing, feeling how everything is going into your body. Side stretches, one arm down, the other one out. Palm to the ceiling, hand over your shoulder. Push the arms away from each other. Feel the stretch along your side start. No twist, lean to the side. So make sure your shoulders are both facing the front. Push the foot you're leaning away from down for that extra stretch along the ribs, through the hip, through the whole side of your body. And then come back up as you inhale and exhale your arm down. Other arm out, palm up, hand over your shoulder. Keep the shoulders relaxed as you stretch the hands apart. Lean to the side, don't lean forward, remember, keep it straight to the side. Take a moment and breathe, feel the stretch, maximize as much as you like. And then inhale back up and release. Take a moment, feeling your sides. And get ready for our twist. So remember, always stretch the spine apart so it can turn into the twist. Arms at shoulder level, palms up, hands over your shoulders. Clasp your elbows, spread your toes, stretch everything apart, and turn to the side. Take a breath and exhale into the forward position as deeply as you'd like to go. Take a moment and breathe. Just relax. Keep the weight on both feet as evenly as you can. Spread your toes and then inhale your way up in the twist. Remember, as you get to the top, upper body only, back bend, don't overdo your low back when you're twisting. Take a moment and breathe, stretching it out. Inhale upright, exhale to the center. Switch your arms around. Balance things and stretch. Exhale, turning to the opposite side. And again, exhale, lower. Take a moment there, lifting your sitting bones, stretching your legs. Let the elbows drop down, but relax the shoulders back away from your ears. And then inhale your way up, lift your heart. Stretch your elbows back, chest high. And don't overdo the low back. Inhale upright, exhale around to the center. Arms up, shoulders down into extended mountain. And then come up on one side, lifting up the heel on the other foot and stretch the side again. Exhale down on that side, inhale the other side. Stretch it out. And then both arms up, both shoulders down, both feet planted, extended mountain once more. Stretch through your head. Keep your arms by your ears, pivot at your hips, and come parallel to the floor. Stretch it out, and then drop into ragdoll. Pull in a little deeper with your hands behind your legs. Get the stretch on your back. And then release your arms to the front and slowly work back into mountain pose. Take a moment there, feel your body. Exhale any tension. And then arms out, palms toward the ceiling, hands over your shoulders, arms by your ears. Everything straight in that extended mountain. Spread your toes, feet hip width apart. We're bending our knees toward, not beyond our toes. Keep the back straight. Push the hips back behind you and come as deep into your squat position chair as you like. So chair squat only as deeply as your knees like. Keep your back straight as much as you can. Shoulders back toward your waist and away from your ears. Take a moment and breathe. Arms right next to your ears. Stretch out through your head and fingertips. And then lead back up with your fingertips into mountain pose. Exhaling, arms back to your sides. Take a breath. Exhale, tension. Let's step a little wide. You can turn the toes in if it feels like your feet are spreading apart too much. And we're going to pivot at the hip joint. So again, keep your body straight, pivot and lead with your heart coming forward. Keep your chin slightly in. Remember, stretch the back of your neck. We're coming parallel to the floor. So just stretch it out. Slide your hands down your legs toward your ankles. And keep stretching your spine straight. You can keep pivoting, head down toward the floor. If you're really flexible, your head may get near the floor. That's okay. Take a breath, lift your sitting bones. Just feel the stretch on the back of your legs. Exhale any stress and tension. And then straightening it out, bring your hands up onto your shins, straightening your back. And then slide the rest of the way up and back into mountain pose. Take a moment and breathe. Shoulders back and down. Bring your hands onto your back. Heels of the palms around your shoulder blades, fingertips down toward your hips. And then rotate your elbows toward each other. Press the hands into your lower back. And then lift your heart and look slightly up. But remember, don't lift your chin too much. Stretch your neck while you're doing it. So just a little gentle back bend there with the back supported in your hands. Take a moment, just breathe. And then chin towards your chest, coming back upright, releasing again to mountain pose. Clasp your fingers and then switch them over to your non-habitual clasp. And put the hands behind your head, elbows out to the sides. So take a moment, shoulders down toward your waist, sitting bones toward the floor, and then inhale, your chest lift, and as you exhale, just push your head gently into your hands. So remember, inhaling, lifting your heart, exhaling, deepening a little into a little more middle back bend. So just let your head be heavy in your hands, just dropping slightly back on the exhalations. Breathing in, exhaling, deepening into that back bend as much or as little as your body would like. Keep lifting the heart, exhaling, stretching the head back. Just take a few breaths there, just feeling the back bend. And then bring your chin back slightly toward your chest. lifting your head back upright. Release your arms back to your sides. Take a moment and breathe. Exhale. Stretch your spine apart and inhale side to side. So just follow your hands from one end to the other, looking as you go. Stretch your head up, relax those shoulders down, and just let the spine release any tension as you exhale to each side. And then back to the center. We'll bring the arms near your ears in your swimming backstroke. Remember, let the whole body work a little bit. So you're rotating at your hips as you bring those arms up and around, in close to your ears as much as you can, getting those shoulders lubricated and release. And then both arms up, arms by your ears again into that extended mountain. This time let's swan dive over, chest leading all the way down. Hold your big toes with your middle and index fingers, thumbs around it. You come into your gorilla pose. So remember, knees straight, elbows straight, spine straight as much as you can as you're in that position. Just like one of those gorillas walking on its knuckles. And then releasing your toes. Wind your way back up into standing. Take a moment, breathe, and bring your feet together. Bend your knees toward, not beyond your toes. Hands above your knees, remember, don't push into your knees. And then circle with your knees, working your feet, ankles, knees, hips, lower body, everywhere. Feel what's going on. See what's going on with your toes as well. And then stop and circle the other way. Balance it out. Make sure that you're not putting pressure in your knees. Just giving nice little circles, working those ankles and feet a little bit. And then stop coming into the middle, find your balance point out in front, and lift your heels. So remember, you're coming onto the ball of the foot area, base of the toes, but not the toes themselves so much. Just spread the toes out, giving you a base of support. Take a moment there, finding your balance. Get as steady as you can, and then roll back and forth on your feet. Really work the bottoms of your feet. And then release, coming back up, and feet hip width apart. Yeah, let's do that hip rotation. So clasp your arms behind you, or reverse prayer, fingertips up between your shoulder blades, knees slightly bent, and big hip circles. So feel the hips doing their rotation, feel that low back, getting a little more stimulation, and knees, ankles, feet are working as well. The shoulders are relaxed, upper body does nothing. And then stop and circle the other way with your hips. Nice big circles, as much as you like. Breathe with it. Just relax. And then coming back upright and into mountain pose. Take a moment, stretch your crown toward the ceiling. Exhale any tension. And then turn your feet slightly out. Bend your knees once more toward, not beyond your toes. Hands above your knees. We'll start with a little twist. So straighten your spine, push the sitting bones and crown away from each other. And then as you exhale, bring your shoulder across toward the opposite knee, lifting the hip you're turning toward, and moving your hips, ribs, and shoulder looking to the side. So you're not just turning your neck. Try to keep those knees right where they were when you started. Exhale, turn back to the center, again, keeping those knees nice and stable. So remember, no pressure, just positioning with the hands, stretching the spine apart so that the spine can twist, turning to the opposite side. Shoulder coming across toward that other knee,
Opposite shoulder above it. Hips, ribs, shoulders turning toward the side. Whole body in the twist, not just turning your neck. And then exhale, and again, rotate back to the center. Stretch your spine nice and long, and then round it. Tuck your chin slightly in, and come slowly back up. Shoulders back and down. And keep the feet right where they are. We're going to go into our pelvic tilts. So knees toward your toes, not beyond. Hands above your knees. Push the sitting bones back. Drop your ribs down. Coming into the back bend. So remember, only as much as you'd like for your back bend. Getting that hip, pelvis, sitting bone area going back. And then tucking it down and forward so your whole pelvis moves. As you pull in through the ribs, sucking in that gut and looking down between your toes. So keep your knees again above your toes, your shoulders above your toes, and just moving that middle part of your body. So going into the back bend as you inhale and the rounded forward bend as you exhale. Spread your toes, no gripping. No moving the knees, no moving the shoulders, just the pelvis and the spine. Feel what's going on in your body. Let everything stretch as you do it. And the next time you're forward, just go ahead and inhale your way up back into mountain pose. Take a breath. Exhale, tension. And then because I know you guys love balance practice, just spread your toes on your balance foot, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder lined up. Get that core nicely supporting your spine, ground to the ceiling, and bring your foot all the way up as high as it wants to go on that other way. Find your balance, get stable, and work your ankle. Spread the toes on the floor. Make sure you've got a good base of support. Ankle rotates both ways. And when you're ready to release, make sure it's nice and straight. Give it a few flexes before you put it down. Shift from that foot over to the other one. Check your alignment. Check your core. Shoulders right above your hips, above your ankles. And don't forget to breathe. Exhaling any stress before you bring that other foot up. Again, get stable, keep the foot low or bring it as high as you like, knee up toward your heart if that works, and circle your ankle when you're stable. Take a moment and breathe. And again, work it out as much as you like before bringing that foot back down. Back in mountain pose, just take a moment feeling your body nicely energized and bring your hands to your heart. Inhale toward the ceiling, looking at your thumbs, bring them back. Swan dive forward as you come all the way over. And slide your hands up under your knees into your halfway up stretch. Lengthen through your neck, through your spine, knees straight, elbows straight, everything stretching out. Spread your toes, and then bend your knees and transition to the floor. Hips back to your heels, hands palms up, and forehead toward the floor. Take a breath. Exhale any tension. And then let's sit up and come into a cross-legged position. And yeah, you know, creatures of habit, switch it around. Sitting bones behind you, shoulders right above your hips. Keep that core supporting your spine nice and straight. And we're going to pick up the foot and massage the toes. So go ahead, move those toes around, spread them apart. Massage across the ball of the foot area, base of the toes, through the arch, back to the heel. Rotate the foot around in a few circles, both directions, and release that foot. And then switch the other foot up, and same thing. Giving a good stretch between the toes. massaging the toes and the ball of the foot and the base of the toes, and then through the arch and the heel, and then rotating that foot around, getting it nice and flexible so we don't have any chance of stumbling or falling as we walk. And release. And then lift your knees and bring your legs out to the center into staff position. Press out through your heels, pull your toes back. Take a moment and breathe. Activate your core, stretch up through the crown, and then bring your heels back toward you till your feet are flat, knees straight up, not out to the sides, straight up. So a little rotation at the top of your thighs if you need to do that. Take a moment and bring your hands, palms up so that your shoulders stay relaxed, and lift your foot. Just a little or more, or straighten your leg. Make sure you're on your sitting bones. You can lean slightly back and get that core working a little bit more if you like. Thighs sort of parallel if you've got your legs straight. And don't forget, reach out through the toes, so spread them apart. And then exhale and bring that foot down. You can sit back straight up or stay a little bit reclined if you like that. Just keep your hands relaxed and your shoulders released away from your ears as you bring your other foot up. And again, a little or more, we're straightening the leg. You can be leaning slightly back. Don't go back on your sacrum though. You want to still be on your sitting bones as we're doing this. See if your thighs are parallel if you've got your legs straight. Take a breath, stretch it out, up through the crown, out through the toes, and bring the foot back to the floor. And again, the moment to breathe, relaxing, getting ready, of course, to do both feet together. So remember, you don't ever have to straighten the knees on this next one. Relax your shoulders down, stay on your sitting bones, lean slightly back, keep that core working, bring your feet up. You can stay there, it's perfectly good. You can bring your shins parallel to the floor. You can straighten your knees, or easier, hold your toes, and that takes some of the stress out of that hip flexor at the top of your thighs. Push out through your toes, out through your sitting bones, out through your crown. Get your whole body working. You can keep the legs there. You can spread them apart if that's more comfortable. You can hold your ankles rather than your toes if that works for you then. Take a moment. Feel what's going on in that core. It's working, holding up those legs. And when you're ready, bring your feet back down. Slide forward. And into staff position. And then shift your feet to the end of the mat. Sitting bones behind you, crown toward the ceiling, activate your core. Once more, use it for support as you roll to the mat. Take a moment, just breathe, exhaling any tension. And let's get ready for a final twist. Arms out to T position, sitting bones toward your heels, back gently pressing down. Bring your right foot to the ceiling. Bend your knees if you need to get it up there as high as it'll go. Press the heel up, toes toward your nose. Keep the leg as straight as you can. Keep your head on the floor, roll to the left side. Bring the foot all the way to the floor, your hands together in front of you, and then pull your foot up into your hand if you can hold it there, or just put your hand on your leg. Bring your right hand to the ceiling and lower it right at shoulder level, not up by your head or down by your foot, but straight back so that shoulder chest area stays nice and open coming into your twist. Your hand may not make it to the floor, that's okay, that's your middle back twisting. Let it happen when it's ready. Don't forget to breathe. Exhale. Release those ligaments along your spine with the exhalations. And just like gravity, bring your hand down as it's ready to. Hold your foot for more low back twist and turn your head toward the hand behind you for that neck twist. But remember, personal practice only go as far as your body wants and needs. Take a breath or two there, just relaxing, arm down toward the floor as far as it wants to go, releasing any tension. When you're ready to release, just roll onto your back, foot toward the ceiling. Use that core for support as you slowly bring the leg all the way to the floor. And when it gets down, just totally relax your body, getting ready, of course, to twist to the other side. Arms shoulder level, palms up, sitting bones toward your heels. You can bend the knee and bring the leg up or straight all the way. Press the heel up, the leg as straight as you can make it, and roll to the right. And again, keep the head down, don't overdo your neck. Bring that foot up into your hand and the left hand to the ceiling for or twist. Hand comes down toward the floor behind you, palm up toward the ceiling, and just allow the twist however much your body needs. Turning your head for your neck, pushing the foot away, holding it if you can for that lower back maximum or not. And again, just like gravity, bring your hand as much toward the floor as it wants to go. Take a few breaths, just relaxing. Deepen into your twist only as far as your body needs and wants today. And of course, hold that longer on your own, but for right now, let go of your foot, roll onto your back, flex the heel, and again, slowly lower the leg to the floor. When it gets down, coming into your corpse position for a final relaxation. Relax your shoulders down with your hands palms up to let your shoulders release and your chest open. Toes toward each other and then relax your hips. Just let your legs fall wherever they like. Relaxing that lower body completely. Soften your belly. Move your head side to side, releasing your neck. And let your body just come into a nice and neutral position as it sinks deep into that surface beneath you. Just let Mother Earth support you and let your body go. And as your body continues to relax, just let it go, allowing thoughts of your body to release from your awareness. As those thoughts release, know that other thoughts will come to you. Just let them go as well, allowing the thoughts to drift away as easily as your breath. No need to dwell on the past or worry about the future. Just let the thoughts drift in and out without attention. No need to concentrate on your body or your mind. Just let the thoughts flow away, releasing the thoughts. Relaxing your body, breathing deep, and finding that peace deep within. Take a few moments and breathe into the peace. Keep relaxing if you've got time today. If it's time to get ready for the rest of your day, just begin drawing energy and awareness with the breath back to the moment, to the room, to your body. And begin moving your body gently, however feels good for you today. Breathing, stretching as you're ready to do so. And of course, when you're ready for your final yoga hug of appreciation, sitting bones toward your heels, back gently down, heels toward your hips, and knees up toward your heart. Have your arms around, give yourself that appreciative yoga hug for the work your body did today in yoga and the work your body does for you every day. And when you're ready to release, bring your head and feet to the floor, roll to the side, and sit back up, getting ready for whatever's ahead for you today. Thanks for joining me.